Well, hello and welcome back. Thanks for coming back. Where are we? Midtown Paphos. This is the main Masoyi Avenue if we go towards the right, and if we go to the left we would head down towards the old town of Paphos, but we're going to go straight, and technically we're going to head into Ember, and then we're going to take a bit of a wiggle and a waggle and head up towards Tala village on a different route from normal, because normally if we go to Tala we go through Tremathusa, then we pass the Atlas coffee shop, and now and again of course we bump into that superstar Sir Phil, all the way from downtown Kamaras village, and I've no doubt he's under lock and key as we speak, and Lady Sita is smacking him round the head with a frying pan because he's been a naughty boy as usual. Now this is one of the traffic light sections that they've installed these traffic cameras is what they call them, don't they? And of course they take pictures of us if we cross the line, if we go through an amber, if we turn when we shouldn't turn, and on top of all of that they get us for speeding as well. So a very, very good money earner for the governments of the world. So it's all gone live in Paphos, if you're curious to know. It's been live in Limassol and Nicosia for a while now, and apparently they're making a small fortune, but as of today they've switched them on in downtown Paphos, and currently there are 5 sets of traffic lights with these cameras on, but rumour has it that they're going to expand that rapidly throughout the year, and it's going to be about 60 sets of traffic lights in and around Paphos with the camera system. So if you come to a red traffic light, make sure that you stop as you should, and of course don't creep over the line, otherwise you're going to get an infringement on your credit card, that's for sure. Now the storm has gone, the weather's an awful lot better today, as you may have noticed, and hopefully they are saying the odd shower or two could come upon us today, and maybe 1 or 2 showers tomorrow, but after that they're saying we're going to have higher temperatures, and hopefully the sun is going to return to the blueness of the greyness at the moment of the sky, as you may have noticed, because normally in Cyprus the sky is blue, the sea is blue, Mr. Paul is dressed head to toe in blue, and of course that must mean one thing: all that is missing is you. So why not get yourself on a big bird or a canoe, start paddling like crazy, because Paphos Cyprus, Marika and me, guess what, we're waiting impatiently for you. Yes, Lord Julian and Lady Bridget, we are waiting especially for you. That's the 78 kiosk. One assumes that must be the number that it's been issued on this road. Quite a good kiosk, by the way, sells all sorts of bits and bobs. It even sells Romeo and Juliet, so if you want to pop in there, if your name's Sir Martin and perhaps Lady Victoria's giving you a couple of bob, you can pop in there and buy a special scarf, and do a little bit of lardy-darring for the man in downtown Southend, and of course that's Sir Bernie and his girl Lady Jan. And we can't forget the man in downtown Dublin, can we? Well, he's not a man, he's a Lord Derek Scully, and of course his LaBouffe. And they like to do a little bit of lardy-darring in and around Dublin as we speak. Here we are, this is the little intersection I was telling you about. If you go down to the left, you'd go down towards Paphos-ish, oldish town, and Clorica, but we go into the right, and we're heading technically now through Ember, and we're going to climb up towards Tala, and well, you're going to get some great views, so don't click off just yet. Now if you like what you see, hit the like, click that subscribe, and don't forget to keep coming back for a little bit more of my complete and utter madness. And of course, if you want to keep the channel afloat, why not Google these magic words and hunt us down on the Buy Me a Coffee platform. Buy Me a Coffee, Marika and me, up will come our landing page. You'll have the opportunity to read that, a little bit more about us, and of course 1 or 2 comments or 2, and then you can choose to gift us that virtual coffee as a thank you, as a gesture of goodwill, to keep us motivated to make these little videos especially for you. If you want a special video, drop it in the comments, and that video will be coming very, very soon indeed. Birthday shout outs, anniversary shout outs, I'll even call your cat in. And of course you can also join us as a superstar member at only €10 a month. Now that's all it costs to get yourself a special title, to get yourself that little bit closer to Marika and me, and of course coming very, very soon, your own personal Marika and Me privilege card. And of course that will be coming very, very soon indeed, and that's going to help you to get discounts and privileges in and around Paphos, in particular in the Paphos Harbour and Promenade area. This is downtown Ember. Well, it's not actually. Downtown Ember is more to the left hand side. This is the main road from Ember to Tala. That's where we're going. And if you look carefully now, you can start to see that some of the clouds are, well, buggering off, aren't they? And of course a bit of blueness is coming back into the sky. If we look very, very much yonder, once this Mercedes has turned, he's a bit hesitant, not in any big rush obviously, but we can actually see over the rooftops and the treetops out into the blue Mediterranean Sea, and that must be downtown Kisoniga if my bearings are right, and it is looking quite blue indeed. Now, a big shout out to some of the stars who like to watch the show now and again. Of course, if you're in downtown Hartlepool and you like to go for a bit of a walk with Sir Peter, we thank you very, very much, Dame Anne, for those coffees. And of course, I'll be making sure that they go towards a little birthday gift for Miss Marika, of course, the most beautiful woman in the world, Miss Ochin Gracidia. And she's flying back into downtown Cyprus tomorrow. I'll be whisking along the highway to pick her up, and of course our daughter, the baby LaBouffe, Miss Ella, and they'll be appearing on our screens very, very soon indeed, dancing and prancing in and around downtown Paphos Harbour, especially for you. So don't forget, Marika is flying in. She'll be back on our screens in a couple of days, and by coincidence it just happens to be her birthday on the 21st. So if you fancy gifting a virtual coffee or two, it'll be very, very much appreciated, and we thank you from the bottom of our two hearts. This is downtown Tala, and Tala's quite a big village, by the way. You've got central Tala and then uptown Tala up in the real hills, and of course you do get some great views. And it's gone a little bit dull, isn't it? Looks as though we might be going to get a bit of that rain that they've been promising. What have we got in Tala? Well, you've got an express mini supermarket kiosk, you've got Max if you want a bit of pool cleaning, there's a good pharmacy, and there's a few other bits and bobs. There's a hair salon, there's a couple of cafeteria restaurants and coffee shops, and then up on Tala Square, well, that's where the main event is. There are, I don't know, 10 to 12 restaurants, and they've all got great reputation, and I promise you, most evenings of the week they're packed, and throughout the summer, well, you need to book a table, that's for sure. Look at that, that's Tala Mountain up there, and there's a bit of mist on there. There's no doubt about it, we are still in January, so it's a very strange time of year. We can get blazing sunshine, as Lady Andrea and of course Sir Mark know, and on top of all that you can get a thunderstorm or two from hell. So it's all about hot luck, isn't it? But in general, most people who get on a big bird and come to downtown Paphos get a great holiday indeed. Perhaps if your name is Mr. Niels, yeah, he was a lucky chap. He came in before Christmas and escaped the weather and got some great sunshine. Then he's buggered off and gone back to Blighty, and he understands that he's missed all of the rain. And of course he's coming back in March, and fingers crossed in March we'll have some blazing sunshine, especially for you. And of course another gentleman that's coming in March is Sir John Ricey from downtown Glasgow, and we've got our fingers crossed that we keep the sunshine, especially for him. Talking about Glasgow, if your name's Lady Kirstine, what's your weather like today? Are the woolly flip-flops on? Is the electric blanket on? I'll bet it is. Slowly but surely we are entering Kamares village. This is where the posh people live, or so they say. But like I say, there was a gentleman the other day that said he doesn't feel very posh even though he lives in Kamares village. I've got lots of customers up here, and no disrespect, they're not posh either. But Kamares village is a very nice place to live, and a lot of people do live here all year round. Occupancy is around about 65 to 70% or so, I'm told. So that tells you a lot that it must be a very nice place indeed. big sign going to come up in a minute to confirm that we are in Kamares village. Now I've worked out what that bleeping noise is, by the way. It's to do with the speed sensor. So someone spec the speed sensor at 30 kilometers an hour. So when you dip under it and then go over it, it bleeps. So I'm going to find a way of switching it off. Anyway, here we are, downtown Kamares village on a rather, what should we call it, gloomy, slightly damp and slightly chilly day. But one thing's for sure, the sun is going to come back very, very soon indeed. I'm going to say thanks for watching. If you like what you see, hit the like, click the subscribe, and don't forget to keep coming back for a little bit more of Mr. Paul's complete and utter madness as he drives in and around central Paphos, out of Paphos, and now and again pays a visit to a village further afield, especially for you. If there's somewhere you'd like me to go, don't forget, drop it in the comments, and you never know, that video may be coming especially for you very, very soon indeed. Let's see if we can get a view for you. There you go, look at that. Over the greenery and the rooftops, that is a view out into the blue Mediterranean Sea. Thanks for watching, and of course I look forward to seeing you again very, very soon indeed. Go. I promised you a view, and that is a view to die for.